Hello and welcome to the first custom tactics, well if that's what we're calling now, team management I think is what we're calling it at the moment, on FC25. Now, there's a lot to go through in this video, so if you are enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You can see this is the team we've got. It's quite sweaty, it's quite overpowered, and as you can see right here guys, we are nearly in Division 3. I've started playing through the divisions now and I'm really sweating it out, and this is what works for me. You can see we've got 30 out of 33 chemistry. And this Alex Garcia, I've got a review on him on the channel. Even though he's only on 1 chem point, he is absolutely pivotal to the team. And of course, you guys are going to need to know the roles as well. What's the most important thing in FC25? Coins, right? And that's where Lootbar.gg comes in. The cheapest place to buy your FC25 coins, but also the most reliable and the safest. They're also 8 to 10% cheaper than other platforms, and you also get 5% extra coins with every order. And if you don't just believe me, many well-known creators are using Lootbar for their coins. And many users usually stay with Lootbar, as you can see from these absolutely brilliant reviews. Lootbar also do offer a really fast delivery service which gets you your coins in 30 minutes. It is so simple to buy coins. All you need to do is click on what you want and then enter code VIPER at checkout to get 8% off your order. So first of all, let's go into the team management. You can see it's a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. As we look at the tactical preset, of course it's custom. It is the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, which is arguably my favourite formation on the game right now. I've got one more formation I really do like, and we'll talk about that shortly. So, as you can see, with the ball, it looks really strange. I know, I am aware of that, but just bear with me and let me explain. The 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is a very direct narrow formation, of course, and that is kind of what we're playing into. We've got one player providing width, and you can see who that is, and it is Marcus Llorente. We are playing on the counter-attack, which works really well on this game. I have to say, playing on the break is very overpowered. We've also got aggressive for the defensive approach, 95 line height, which is for offside traps. You want to catch the opponent offside as much as you can on this game, just because, you know, the poacher plus and the advanced forward plus, if you're playing against that, it's going to be really difficult to, you know, defend against them kind of players because their AI is so good. You can also see without the ball, we have set up a bit more defensively. We have got Alaba and Llorente actually playing as wide players now, proper fullbacks, but with the ball you can see it goes extremely narrow. So let's get into the player roles. Now, these are very important to get right, guys, and we're going to keep it with the ball at the moment, and we'll talk about without the ball in a bit more detail shortly. We've got Haaland's player of the month here. He is on Poacher plus. This is very broken. I would certainly recommend you have one of your strikers with at least Poacher plus. Now, you don't really need the plus in my opinion from my experience on the game, and you can see that with Foden, who is just on Playmaker. We've got Haaland on Poacher plus and on Attack, so you don't get the option to change the focus when they are on Poacher plus. With Son, we get the option of Complete. Now, I don't want this on Son. I want him to keep in the position. You can see the heat map there. I want him to stay as a striker. I don't need him going out wide and kind of going towards Haaland's position. It's not needed at all. Advanced forward is very good. This is, once again, similar to Poacher plus in my opinion. The AI kind of makes him make runs in behind all the time. So this is like getting behind on FC24, and Haaland is getting behind and stay central. So you get a little bit more with the advanced forward plus. It's a bit more varied. You get a bit more width. You get a bit more tracking back. As you can see, he's got a bit of a heat map there, a bit deeper, where Haaland is literally just, I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to get in behind, I'm going to stay central, and I'm going to try and score as many goals as possible for you. So you want both of these, you know, if you can get them. As I say, you don't need the plus, but if you can get it, perfect. The most important player in the team is your cam, though. And I've got Foden here, and I've got a review on him on the channel also. And let me tell you something, guys. The role needs to be Playmaker in this formation. And this is really important. As you can see, he's got a relatively big heat map there. He kind of drifts a little bit wider. He's still relatively narrow, which is what you want from the formation. But also, he does really get involved in the centre. As you can see, that's where the biggest green is, or the brightest green is in the centre there. You can also see that I've got him on roaming. And this was something that was really bad last year, but actually I really enjoy it on this game. When set to roaming, the Playmaker will have the freedom to explore the pitch and find the best spaces to support attacks. Now, this is so important to have as a combination on your number 10 in this formation. So Foden often is the outlet. He's the one that kind of, he's always in space, essentially. He's always got space to pick up the ball and drive at the defence. And then he can find a through ball to the two strikers, which are making runs constantly in behind, which just works really well, guys. And if you can find someone here that's got incisive pass plus, you don't really need to worry about the pace. Pace is good to have, but you don't need it so much here. You could play a De Bruyne here. You could play Ødegaard here and utilise their incisive pass. But for me personally, guys, Foden has worked an absolute treat there. Of course, he's got technical plus also, which means he is very, very creative in that position. As we move on to the two midfielders, I was going to say box-to-box midfielders, which is what they are. Both of your central midfielders kind of need to be on box-to-box. You can see with Alex Garcia, we've got box-to-box plus. This is actually one of the areas which I would say that having plus or plus is very, very important. There's only 5 players, I think, on the game right now that have box-to-box plus, and McAllister is one of them. As you can see by the description here, this player operates between the two boxes, operating as neither the last line of defence nor the final part of the attack, but involved in everything. So what that essentially gives you is, what you need here is you need players with very good stamina. As you can see, stamina usage has got an exclamation mark by it, and that tells you everything you need to know. You need to have good stamina in these two positions. And these two are just meant to get up and down, meant to support the defence at times, and also get involved in the attack. Garcia is quite good going forward and very good defensively. McAllister is very good going forward with the ping pass plus as well. You need to have players here that have good passing play styles as well. So remember that. I have Garcia, who has got ping, pass, silver, and tiki-taka silver, also has anticipate. And McAllister does have ping, pass, plus. She's able to advance the attacks really, really nicely. He's okay defensively also. So that worked for me. Now, this is also a very important position. I would say with Foden, probably the two most important positions in the team. We've got Tchouaméni and he is on holding. Now, you want a plus here if you can as well. A pivotal role in modern football, this defence-minded midfielder focuses on guarding their backline during attacks and covering off against. Let's go on to that and let's read a bit more of it. Counter-attacks with limited attacking support. Now, Tchouaméni's not good going forward, right? He's got good passing play styles. I believe he has got long ball pass, so he's able to spread the ball to Llorente when Llorente's going forward. But he is here to defend, and that's all you want. You don't want roaming on this card. You need to have him in that central position, defending as much as possible. And yeah, holding seems to work really, really well. We have then got Marcus Llorente, who is our wide outlet. You know, he is the one player that is going to get wide and is going to give that extra option and make the opponent think a little bit more. And that's all he's really good for. He's quick, he's relatively strong, and has got okay defending. But I would certainly recommend having this card. Whoever you've got here, make sure they're fast, make sure they're able to come forward, they've got good passing and can shoot if at all possible. And wing back and balanced for me on my right back. You're going to notice as well, guys, that our left back is David Alaba's flashback, and he is on false back plus. Now, this is a bit of a unique kind of role, in my opinion, and some people aren't going to like this. So if you don't like it, you can switch it, of course, to attacking wing back, full back, wing back as well. But for me personally, in the way I play, I really like false back plus. It essentially, in possession, makes him come inside and play as an extra midfielder. So you are essentially in possession, getting an extra midfielder. He does come forward a relative amount as well. You can put him on defend if you want to with the false back plus as well. But I wouldn't recommend it. You want him to be able to come forward a little bit more. He's got decent shooting, so he can provide an asset there as well. But his passing is brilliant, so false back plus is very, very nice for me. And this essentially is like Pep Guardiola's fullbacks in real life, right? They come inside and essentially make up another midfielder. Now, if you want to use this on both of your fullbacks, you can, and it does work. But for me personally, I just like having one of them on this to create an extra midfielder, and he's actually a good dictator of the play. He essentially works quite similar to Tchouaméni, and they do set up relatively similar. Now, guys, defenders. We have got on Rudiger, defender plus. These are actually ones where you are going to want plus. It's 100%. A no-nonsense centre-back who excels at the basics of defending. That is right with Rudiger, including maintaining the defensive line. Very, very good. And defender plus is currently the best, I think, role for centre-backs that I've seen. Rudiger is just your kind of bruiser that you want to just make the tackles, and he is brilliant in game as well, guys. Then we have got Virgil van Dijk. Now, this is one, once again, that you might want to change. But for me personally, the way I play football, on this game. And this game is a bit more football orientated, which is nice. As in previous years, we haven't really had that. Virgil is a ball-playing centre-back, right? He is in real life. He is for me as well. And the description reads, a modern centre-back who is comfortable playing offside as playing the ball. Capable of moving forward or wider to support a build-up play. Now, this is very, very crucial, even though people might not like this. Playing out from the back is bloody hard on this game. It's really, really difficult to kind of pass out. So Virgil is constantly trying to make himself an option when you're playing out from the back. And his passing is decent in-game as well, so he's able to actually advance the play quite decently. And also you've got the playing offside there. You've also got that with the defender plus on Rudiger. So the idea is we're playing really, really aggressively when we have got the ball. And also without the ball, we're playing quite balanced, as you can see there. Virgil is very, very important, and you need someone that's a ball-playing defender here. Someone that's got good passing ultimately is what you need. And then our goalkeeper is Allison, and he is on Sweeper Keeper plus. You don't need this, but it's my favourite. A modern goalkeeper is able to stop attacks and support build-up play as a passing option. Once again, with how hard it is to pass out from the back on this game, having another option with the keeper is relatively important in my opinion. So we've talked about with ball quite a lot. Without the ball, as you can see, it's setting up as a basic 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. And you want to keep it like this. You've got your holder there in Tchouaméni, and then you've got your entire back line. And of course, Garcia and McAllister will also be helping out defensively. Sometimes Foden actually too, because he's on Roman. He does drop a little bit deeper and can help. But you don't really want that from him. You want him to stay somewhat higher up the pitch. But overall, guys, these tactics are working insanely well for me. You want to go give these a try? Absolutely. And as you can see here, we do back out of this, I believe. You can see the code right there, guys. And if you want to use it, let me know what you think to it. Of course, it's a very aggressive formation. It's also a very aggressive tactic, and it's meant to be played on the break. And playing on the counter-attack on this game is OP. 4-1-2-1-2 an arrow, guys. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, it's my favourite formation on FIFA/FC throughout the years. And I think this will work really well for you guys. So if you have enjoyed the content today, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell to this video. But guys, that's going to be it from me for now. So take care.